Bola Ahmed University of Languages, Psychophancy taken to ridiculous extent by JIDEOFOR ADIBE. And now to the news in full. A bill for establishment of Bola Ahmed Federal University of Languages has reportedly passed the first reading at the House of Representatives, Section 2, Part 1 of the bill, which is sponsored by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, and 8 others, provide that the university, when established, shall encourage the advancement of learning and to hold out to all persons without distinction of race, creed, sex, or political conviction the opportunity of acquiring a higher education in Nigerian languages and cultures. It further claims that the university is aimed at producing socially mature persons with capacity to communicate, understand, and use Nigerian languages for national development. There are several questions begging for answers with respect to the proposed university. One is the question of whether there is really any need for a University of Languages, considering that many of the 62 federal and 63 state universities in the country have Department of Languages or Institute of African Studies that are already providing the services that the proposed university will purportedly offer. Exactly. We have schools that are offering languages already. So why do you want to build a university and name it Tinubu Federal University just because you want to do that? There are other schools, other universities that are already teaching that already. What is even more ridiculous is that there is also a federally owned National Institute of Nigerian Languages, NINLAN, which was set up in Aba, Abia State via Decree 117 of December 30, 1993. The institute was aimed at being the apex institution for research, teaching, documentation, and coordination of studies in Nigerian languages. According to NINLAN's website, following from this, it is obvious that the promoters of the Tinubu University of Languages are either unaware of the existence of NINLAN, or if they did, fail to clearly establish the value addition of the proposed Tinubu University of Languages to both the mandate of NINLAN and the various institutes and departments that offer similar services in the country's institutions of higher learning. 2. In terms of value addition, the promoters of the proposed university also seem unsure of what they really want to accomplish. Besides the obvious fact that they want to set up a federal university, which will be sited in Abia State, the home state of the Deputy Speaker, and which will be named after the President. For instance, the promoters claimed that the university, when established, will act as agents and catalysts through postgraduate training, research, and innovation for the effective and economic utilization, exploitation, and conservation of Nigeria's natural, economic, and human resources. How studying indigenous languages will lead to the effective and economic utilization, exploitation, and conservation of Nigeria's natural, economic, and human resources remains unclear. It is equally unclear how training in Nigerian languages will lead to producing socially mature persons. There are several other bogus claims about what the proposed university could achieve that one gets the impression that whoever wrote the concept paper mainly worked from answers to questions and had very little knowledge of what a university education or research in indigenous language is all about. Of course, because all the people that we have in the Senate or are they educated? They don't know anything. They are just a bunch of morons that are just there, illiterate, non-educated people. They'll just go there, sit down, and pass anything into bill, and it will just fly like that. Because I don't know why they want to create a school of language. It is not needed. There are so many federal universities that are offering that already. So I don't know. They just want to waste money. There are other relevant things that they should be doing with money, but no, it is a relevant thing that they want to be doing with their money. 3. A related question is whether establishing a University of Languages is really the best way to promote interest in local languages. If the aim of the proposed university is to encourage people to learn how to speak local languages, then a university education is not required for this. If this was really the aim, the sponsors could achieve the aim better by setting up or encouraging the setting up of centers in local communities where local languages of interest could be learnt. The sponsors could also invest in the development of apps for teaching local languages or promote a number of existing apps that provide such services. If, on the other hand, research in indigenous Nigerian languages is their main objective, then endowing chairs in various departments of languages or institutes of African studies in our existing institution of higher learning could do the job better and cheaper. 4. How many Nigerian languages could realistically be taught in the proposed university, or will it just be the usual case of the dominant languages in the country, Wazobia, getting disproportionate attention? If that becomes the case, as it is likely to be, given that it will not be feasible to offer courses in the country's over 500 indigenous languages and dialects, then the proposed university, rather than facilitating cultural awareness and unity, as claimed by the sponsors of the bill, will unwittingly become a tool of disunity because speakers of the languages left out are not likely to have any emotional buy-in to the university. 5. In the moral issue of naming institutions or monuments after a sitting president or governor, in most climes, monuments are named after leaders have left office, not when they are in the office. Even worse is to name an institution after a president who is still less than 2 years in office and who is yet to find his bearing in the office, and who is generally mocked as steeping for the unprecedented hardship his government has brought to Nigerians. If I were President Tinubu, I would distance myself from any effort to name institutions or monuments after me or even give me awards, including by the Bretton Woods institution. Such honors are best served if done when the person is not in a position to extend favors. Generally, monuments should be built to immortalize an idea, not to humor those in power. In this connection, one may want to know what Tinubu has done in the area of promoting local languages that should warrant a university or languages being named after him. The whole bill, therefore, oozes of sycophancy, taken to a ridiculous level. I know that some Nigerian governors have named institutions and monuments after themselves, but that is pure narcissism. And if people do not resist such, it is because they have either been cowed or simply do not care. Does the Deputy Speaker hope that by naming the proposed university after President Tinubu, it will tickle his ego and buy the President Tinubu support for the project? Is the Deputy Speaker hoping that by aggregating himself to the President, he would secure his position in the event of the President being re-elected in 2027? Is the Deputy Speaker eyeing a governorship seat in Abia State and believes that the Ahmed Bola University of Languages would be his evidence of concrete achievements while in office? And what, if one may ask, has become of the Deputy Speaker's space in the Southeast Project, PISCP, which he launched with fanfare in the ancient town of Bende, Abia State on December 29, 2023? I really see no reason why they want to name a university after Tinubu, and most of all, build a university for Nigerian languages, to learn languages. It is uncalled for, and it is total madness. They should just stop at their first reading already and just cancel the project. Tinubu should even tell them to cancel it, that he doesn't want it, because there is no need for that. There are other things that they should do, that they should talk about, other pressing issues in the country that they should talk about, rather than talking about building a university and name it after the president when he is still a president. It's barely 2 years and he has not even done anything, and you want to build a university and name it after him. University of languages that we have that are being taught in other universities in the country. They should mind themselves and look for better things to discuss about. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.